Hello, friends.
Hello.
I was going to try friends and lovers. Hello, friends and lovers. Hi, guys. Welcome to Threads Podcast, Life Unfiltered. I try to make Mike laugh, and I did. Episode 199, and that's crazy. 199 episodes. It's freaking nuts. But this show is on a mission to rid the world of Facebook fake, Instagram ickies, Twitter takes, and TikTok time sucks. And as always, as we talk about all these stupid things, is a space for unfiltered dialogue about faith, mental health, uncomfortable conversations.
I'm gonna type it out for you next time.
I used to say the same thing, and I've tried to change it up, and I can't do it. So,
okay, our mission is to rid the world of Facebook fake, Instagram ickies, and Twitter takes, and we do that by providing a space for unfiltered dialogue about faith, mental health, and uncomfortable conversations. That's the actual way.
well, I'm writing it now. You can see in the chat providing. There we go. Like, I need to be Ron Burgundy that shit.
I know. I was like, man, he needs a Ron Burgundy. That
oh my god.
For me, all I want is points, and then I'll make it up as I go along.
Well, you are a pastor. You know how to do that.
Yeah, I mean, there are some pastors who script out everything, but I just get lost in my notes and I just read it like a robot.
Oh, that's not good.
I know. So, Jason, for the month of November, we are doing the top 5, our top 5, and our top 5 this week are your top 5 TV shows.
I love it. I love it.
So, Jason, what is your 5th favorite TV show of all time?
Now, again, I went to a list and just went through it because, like, it's hard for me to think. And then it started getting my juices because some of the shows weren't on this top 20. Some of the shows, it was a BuzzFeed that they were terrible. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, what the? I don't even know
Yeah.
what this is.
Huh.
So my number 5 is Family Guy.
Okay. I never got into Family Guy. Sheltered.
Yeah, it's well, no. I mean, Family Guy came, you were out of the house.
You
Like,
think it came that late?
oh yeah.
Okay, we have to look this up.
$19.99.
I graduated in 2002.
Okay, my bad. I forgot.
I know.
Are you 35?
39, almost 40.
Wait.
83. I was born in 83, graduated in 02.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm
Which is
46. I was like, wait a minute, you graduated in 02? I'm 90. Okay. Sorry, I did not know it came out in 99. That's crazy.
See, that just shows how old you are. My 5th favorite one is Friends. Whoa. Is Friends. I didn't watch Friends until I met Natalie.
Okay.
And then I started watching Friends, and it's my top 5.
I couldn't put it in a top 5, but I definitely could put it top 10.
Okay.
What
is your 4?
Number 4 is Prison Break.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
I've heard of it. That's it.
Okay. Oh, I just thought of another one. Okay, I'm doing 4A and 4B because it's kind of related.
Okay.
Prison Break and Sons of Anarchy.
Okay. Heard of both. Haven't watched either.
Oh, Sons is good.
Now, is it one of those that's like tense? Is there like tense moments that happen in that?
Both of them.
See, that sort of stuff, I don't like that. Yeah, you're going to see by my list. I really just like funny stuff that's really stupid because it makes me not think about the things of the world.
Interesting.
I know. So, because my 4th is The Big Bang Theory.
Okay. Never watched
You've
an
never
episode.
watched that?
I had my ex-friends before I excommunicated them. They used to love that show. I used to talk about it all the time. I've never even watched an episode.
Really? Even though you had friends who liked it, you never tried it?
That's why they're ex-friends.
Is it because
Not
you
because
wouldn't
of
watch
that
the
show,
show?
But I'm like, if they like it, I don't like it.
Oh, wow. Okay. What is your 3rd favorite show of all times?
Parks and Rec.
Okay. So I was just listening to Smartless, and that Chris Pratt. Wasn't he on that?
I don't know. Are you going back to older episodes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just starting to go back.
Yeah, I need to. I listened to the newest one today with Wayne Gretzky.
Ooh. So did you listen to the one with Biden?
I did.
Was it good or was it weird?
It was, I was cleaning the garage when I did it. I was like, you know what? I'll give it a try. And it was okay. You should listen to it.
Okay. Biden doesn't seem that exciting of a person.
So Biden needs to be playing with his grandkids. He does not to be ruling the world right now, or ruling the United States. Okay.
You know what? You know what's funny is like people will think that you're a Trumper because you say that and have the beard.
Yeah, but I'm not.
I know, but it's just
I
funny.
voted for him.
It's just funny how it came out.
I didn't want him, but it's like I'm not. Yeah,
should be playing with his grandkids.
I mean, he should be.
I know.
He's just an old man.
He is an old man. So my third favorite all time is Seinfeld.
Interesting.
I know.
That's another great one too.
Yeah, it's one of the old ones, and we actually just finished that up. Now, season 9, the last one was terrible, but up until then, it was good.
See, I wanted to not to do all comedies because I could have put Seinfeld on there. I could have, well, not Big Bang. I never watched an episode, but I tried to break up the.
See, and I'm just going my favorite. Okay, what is your second favorite?
Breaking Bad.
Oh, okay, that's one that I would have put on if I would have thought of.
Very good.
I
heard people say that Better Call Saul is even better.
Really?
I don't know how you compete against.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to put Game of Thrones on there too, but it was so confusing. It was good, but it was just hard to follow, and I'm slow. Yeah. I need something like Family Guy.
I didn't watch any of that, but Breaking Bad does get an honorable mention. My second is How I Met Your Mother. We're actually rewatching that right now in our household.
Never watched an episode of that either.
It's a funny show with friends, who are just hanging out.
Is that with Neil Patrick Harris?
He is on it, yes.
Yeah, he's not the lead though, right?
No, the lead is the voice actually, like, of talking back is Bob Saget.
Oh.
And I forget who the actual lead's real name is. I'm terrible with real names.
Yeah, I am too.
Okay, what is your favorite show of all time?
Can you guess it?
I bet it's the same as mine.
The Office.
The Office. Yes, I have The Office. I haven't watched it in a while. I actually miss it.
I'm kicking myself. I think it was before COVID, the year before COVID. Rainn Wilson came to the Detroit Comic-Con, and it was relatively cheap to meet him and get an autograph. I should have drove out there.
Oh, you should have. I didn't even know about that.
I'm going to keep I've kind of been, maybe it wasn't, I don't know. I feel like I've been more cued in now that I've worked for Comic-Con and Grand Rapids a few times. So I kind of look for that stuff. But I found out that Sully's, do you know what Five Nights at Freddy's are? Five Nights at Freddy.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy. But the voice actor was in Grand Rapids the year before I started Comic-Con, and Sully would have died to meet him because you can pay them to do the voices.
That'd be fun.
For like $30, you can record it, and he'll have a little conversation with you or whatever.
Think of what a great moneymaker that is,
dude. When I worked last year, the guy was a voice actor. Okay, I bet he cleared $3,000 a day. I was the salesman.
Okay.
I was like, hey, would you like an autograph? That's why I got a good tip from that guy.
Oh, because you helped him make good money.
I helped him make good money. Money hand over fist.
Wow, that is crazy. Maybe someday people will pay us to record a voicemail.
There's no way.
Maybe.
There's no way.
Maybe that should be an option on some of our platforms, is pay for us to record your voicemail.
Well, if you're somewhat popular like Eric Zane, you can get a Cameo account and people will pay you to do cameos.
Okay.
So that's talk to somebody, wish them a happy birthday. It's kind of what you're talking
I think we should put one up there.
I don't know
if anyone bites.
I think you have to have a certain amount of following. I don't think we'll be able to
think
do
how much fun that would be, though, especially Jason's sexy voice. I hope you have a great birthday. I watch where you sleep.
By the way, honorable mention in the top 5 too. There's a couple other shows I was thinking of. Cheers. Have you ever watched Cheers?
Yes. It's good for the first 5 seasons.
Yeah, it's really good. I could have thrown that in there too.
Something else that I was thinking of is Frasier. Frasier was a good show. I
haven't watched it all the way through.
Okay.
I did the Cheers all the way through and then started watching Frasier, and I just kind of lost interest.
Does it surprise you though that Frasier hits me and is fun for me to watch? Because it's a little bit more nerdy.
Yeah, it's more dry sense of humor.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say you have a dry sense of humor,
but I like dry sense of humor.
Yeah,
kind of like The Office, right? That's dry sense of humor.
Megan said Coach was a good show too.
Oh, forgot about Coach.
I know all these shows. I never watched it.
You haven't watched Coach?
I will take that back. I watched a few episodes here and there, but
okay. The next thing you need to do is go back and watch the first again. Here's my theory. Shows are good for 5 to 7 seasons, and then they jump the shark. But you need to watch the beginning of Coach.
Is what's so good about it?
You just have to watch it. Trust me.
Okay. I will put that
Especially
on my list.
since Megan said it was a good one. Me and Megan actually agree on something. So,
well, it was Megan Denef.
I know, but
like
her and I both agree on something. So you should do it.
I was like, it's not my wife.
I figured she's not taking time out right now.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to share the link for the whatever. Megan's at therapy with Avery, and I don't know what your wife's doing, so she doesn't care.
She's hanging out with Cam watching movies.
Guys, our sponsor for Threads Podcast is Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV. You can call them at 532-6600 or schedule online at irvines.com. They're located off of 44th Street, right east of 131. They are the best. They aren't the cheapest, but they are the best. My car went in. My wife's car went in. And it's 2016 RAV4. It's got like 84,000 on it. Runs fine. Got an oil change. Got the tires rotated, whatever. And one thing they do at Irvine's, which I really like, and I don't like at the same time, is they look at everything. They kind of do an inspection.
Yep.
And so they look at the air filter. I mean, I'm not going to pay them to put an air filter in. I will order my own. And they looked at the transmission, and the transmission is leaking. And the fluid was really dirty.
Oh,
so
no.
Something has happened since the last time I got an oil change there. Now I didn't get one there the last time, so it's been 2 oil changes because Megan was going to Wisconsin, and I was like, I went to Valvoline, got a change.
Yep.
So I was like, oh no. So they're like, well, it might be under warranty still, so we're not going to do anything. We're not going to investigate anymore. Just know you got a leak and the fluid is nasty. I'm like, well, don't change the fluid either because I don't know what's going on. So I ended up calling Toyota today, and we are out of. Apparently, the warranty is only 5-year, 50,000 for powertrain.
Oh wow!
I thought it was 100,000, 10 year.
It depends on the car company.
Yeah. So and then they're like, oh, she's like, oh, you did. Apparently, there's an extended warranty that we didn't buy, but I think the other owners did, and so it carried over. And they're like, ooh, it expired last month.
No way.
And then it said, but it expired at 75,000 miles. So you're 10 over, but. My point is, if it was 6 months ago and it happened, it would have still been under warranty. So
they have to investigate why it's leaking and getting dirty.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably okay. It might be just a minor thing. If there's, I mean, because there's no issue with the driving it.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's slipping or anything like that. I'm like, this guy, my mother effing Honda Pilot has 251,000 miles on it, and it's never had a transmission problem.
Oh, man.
And this thing's got 84,000 on it. I'm like, that's it. I can't buy a Toyota. No, I'm just kidding.
How tempted are you to sell that?
The car?
Yeah.
Oh, the Pilot?
No.
Megan's car?
Yeah.
Why?
Because what if they come back and say it's $4,000 to fix? How tempted would you be just to sell it?
I mean, we still got a payment on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't had that very long. We've only had it for like a year and a half.
But maybe it's gone up in value enough to pay
I'm
off the
sure
loan.
it has, but no way. We'll fix it. It's still cheaper to fix shit than to go out and buy.
True, especially now.
New.
So anyways, you're bringing it to a shop where you know it'll be done right.
Correct.
At Irvine's.
Yep. So that was a long ad, but anyways, that's
a great
my
ad
story. I think my car's supposed to go on Thursday. I think I'm going to reverse that and bring Meg's car.
Yeah.
I got to figure the transmission you don't F around with.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Because otherwise, instead of like a gasket that's leaking, you end up with a whole transmission
because I just let it go.
Yeah.
So anyways, but please use them. We'd appreciate you when you go in there. I saw our ad.
Ooh, was it good?
Dude, their screen is like 3 times the size of that thing. And then the Threads ad came on it was like, rah!
So did you feel like I finally made it in life because I'm on an ad at a shop?
I know. I was so excited. So we can't thank our Patreons enough. Joe P, Kate K, Lisa K, Megan D, Adam S, and Christopher D.
Chrissy D.
And he's a new Patreon, and I appreciate him so much.
He also runs. We forgot to mention him when we did.
I know. I felt
the
so
marathon
bad.
recap. But Chrissy D, you did awesome at your marathon.
It's like we're so accomplished for our half. It's just like, this is my 6th marathon. I'm like, shit.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing about like running a full is when I got finished, I was like, there is no way in this world I would have been able to run a half or like a second half to do a full.
No, 100%.
Like if somebody said, "Hey, I have $100,000 if you run it in the next 3 hours," I'd be like, "No,
Keep your money.
Can't do it. I would die."
Now, remember, if you're training for a marathon, you're going to be running like 2 minutes slower than what your regular pace would be.
Which would just be walking at that point.
Well,
for
I mean,
me.
maybe 90 seconds.
Yeah. But he put the miles in and all that. But anyways, congrats to Chrissy D.
Appreciate.
Since we forgot.
Yeah.
We're terrible people.
I have a note in here, talk about Christmas music.
Maybe that's down with tying up loose threads.
I don't know. We'll just skip that.
So we're going to roughly transition to tying up loose threads. This is just where we bring up things from the last show, questions we have, other things that we've talked about. So Jason Gerald, how is that back?
You know, I worked today at Little Debbie, not as long because I had my PT this morning, which I don't have on stories, and I need to add that too, because like I'm just thinking before the show, I was like, I don't have anything, and like I'm thinking of stuff. So it's okay, but I need to learn to. It's odd, like. Those boxes, I actually cut myself doing it today. You can stick your fingers in the crack and carry them.
Yeah.
And sometimes they break free, but most of the time you can. But I had been like scooping them up, like bending over. And I don't know. I just got to be smarter about it.
Yep.
But so it's still a little.
Now, if you lift with your legs, you could help yourself running.
Yeah, I know. But like, how do you like today? I was like, okay, lift with your legs. I'm like, I don't know how to shift my body to lift with my legs. Like what does it feel like? You know what I'm saying?
Should we take a break and practice?
No, I have a 35. Maybe that's why I struggle with kettlebells. It's because I'm not using my legs, I'm using my back.
Can we please take a break and for the live stream practice
picking up a kettlebell. So anyways, that's where I'm at on that.
Okay. Candy poll, you put that down. I assume that you have it up.
I have it up, and it's long.
It's okay. First of all, some of y'all, do you know what a candy bar is versus like sweet candy?
Now,
no, there's no justification.
Yes, there is, because I wrote it wrong.
Oh no, you did.
I said. For the episode that's coming out tomorrow, we talked about candy.
Oh, that's on you then.
Yes, it's on me.
Oh, sorry, listeners.
I knew you were going to throw them under the bus. So it's okay. We had 58 votes, bro.
Wow.
That's incredible. That's the most feedback we've ever gotten in our entire podcast.
It's about candy.
It's about candy. People, we're fat. We love it. Okay, so of course, I'm going to go through these real quick. Number one is Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Okay.
With 23% of the vote. A couple of people voted just like a little bit ago. Second would be Twix, which those were our top two, right?
Yep.
Third would be Snickers. Tied for fourth is Heath Bar and Skittles.
Okay, Skittles.
Love Skittles. Thank you, Larry, for that. Brandy, our friend, wrote Heath Bar. Werther's and Almond Joy.
Werther's?
Dope. And that was by my wife. We love Werther's.
Do you have a secret stash?
I don't, because it's gone.
I think you should have a secret stash on here for me.
You know what? I had on my list. Look at the top of this. I didn't quite get it done today, but maybe for next show. What does that say?
Pick up candy corn.
Because we're gonna eat candy corn and Diet Mountain Dew on the show.
I love it. I love candy corn.
Where was I? So Werther's Almond Joy, Reese's Sticks.
Sticks? What?
Butterfinger.
Cam has started to love Butterfingers this year.
I have a story about Butterfinger. Isn't that the weirdest thing?
Tell us.
Hold on, let me wrap this up. Elisa added peanut M&Ms. Like, yeah, what? No one added that. Judy, I'm not sure who that is.
That's my aunt.
Oh, Whoppers. That was at 4%. So more than one person. Hershey's Dark Chocolate, Jolly Ranchers. Chris Bruinsma. Take 5. I've never eaten a Take 5.
I haven't either, but I've heard of them and I've seen them.
And he put $100,000. That's a dark horse. Those are good. Have you had one of those?
No, I don't think I have.
Oh, they're really good. People don't eat them, I think, because they seem like poverty candy. I don't know. It's just $100,000. It's just like, no. I mean, I've never heard anyone say I love $100,000.
Yeah.
So I'm actually, that is a dark horse for me.
So if Chris wants to send some in for us to try, we'll gladly try it on air.
Yeah. My friend Kendra added Starburst and Kit Kat. Sully's. Oh, Kit Kat was 6%. I missed it. Sorry. There's so many of them. Heath Bar was 6% too.
Wow.
Sully loves Kit Kats. Won't eat peanut butter, but loves Kit Kats.
What did you do for a Kit Kat?
Whoppers.
Whoppers. I think you talked about that already.
Sorry, thank
those
you.
are good.
I think that's it.
Nice. Look
Yeah.
at that. Look at people engage when we talk about.
And then,
deep
of course,
stuff.
Bit of Honey and Payday. Those are mine. I'm the only one. Like, no one voted for those. Like, no one voted for Bit of Honey, Payday. It tells you who. Jolly Rancher.
Payday seems like
Bottle caps. Did I
a-
say bottle caps?
No.
That was from Brandy, too.
Payday seems like a poverty version of Snickers.
It kind of does, but it's a completely different taste.
Isn't it? Some people like it more because there's more peanuts in it.
Ton
Right?
more peanut. I
Yeah.
mean, it's basically the whole bar is
Oh,
peanuts.
with a little bit of chocolate.
No chocolate. It's
There's no
caramel.
Caramel.
It's caramel.
There's an A. C-A-R-A-M-E-L.
No, it's not caramel.
Yes, it is.
You're an idiot.
No, I'm not.
Man.
Wait, you just story about one of the candies.
Oh gosh, thank you. Butterfinger.
Yeah, Butterfinger.
It's kind of short. So in 6th grade, we were doing this fundraiser, and you had to sell all these magazines, right? Like back in the day,
Yep.
like in the 80s, late
90s too.
early 90s. So I sold all these magazines, and I got like regular size Butterfinger, but like in a pack, like I would like stock with Little Debbie. Like there was probably 20 of them. I ate them all in like 2 hours. And I
no.
threw up.
Oh.
Threw up. I could not eat a Butterfinger for 20 years. I'm now back. Like every flurry I get is a Butterfinger flurry. I'll eat them. I
Ooh.
love them now. But for 20 years,
Well,
I
of
could not.
course.
It was traumatic.
You probably saw them and like had like the sweats of
Yes.
like I'm gonna die eating these.
Yeah, I would not chance it. Like even as an adult, I'm like, I know I won't
Yeah.
throw up, but I'm like, I ain't touching that.
Chocolate milk and I had that for years.
Oh, did you?
Because in school I was supposed to get the white milk and I got chocolate instead and it was spoiled.
Oh,
And so I didn't
no.
throw up, but that taste, and it took me probably until the last 5-6 years where I'll drink it without getting the sweats before. Of like, oh, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. I know, isn't that amazing what your mind does?
You know, yeah, I'm not gonna do that story. We've already got enough stories.
We got enough stories.
I'm sure it has to do with chocolate milk, and I'm sure it'll circle back at some time.
Okay.
School job fail. This is not as it's like kind of stories of the week, but they're not paying me as much as I said. She screwed up.
No way.
A $6 screw. It's $10 an hour.
What?
She told me it was going to be $16 an hour, which still isn't great.
But $10 an hour.
$10 because I'm not a union employee, so I get paid by because the school is union.
Yeah.
They all are under contract. I'm not a contract employee because I'm a substitute. I'm like, that seems weird. $10 an hour. Like I can go to McDonald's and make $16 an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing it to help out too, but I'm like,
Mm,
yeah, I got my paycheck. And after 2 hours in taxes, it was $16 for 2 hours. I'm like,
nope. So I take it you're gonna drop that job.
I'm not gonna
Drop 'em. Drop them. $10 an hour.
Yeah, the principal will be sent back. She's like, Jason, I'm so sorry. I just heard because I had said to her, I said, you had said it was 16. I looked at my pay stub. It says only 10. And she's like, I just heard back from HR. I'm sorry about that. I misspoke.
Nope.
Because I probably wouldn't have done it if I knew it was only going to be 10.
Yeah.
I mean, but
and it's not even cash. So it's not, and then you got to pay taxes out
Yeah.
of it. $4 a tax. No way. Think
I've
how much time you spent.
It's 2 hours. It's fine.
Think of how much money you could have made doing gig in those
Yeah, I
2
could
hours.
It's about $75.
See?
But it's not always about the money.
Yeah, but like it's not like you're doing that just because you did it to make money.
I did. Because she had asked if I wanted to volunteer, and I was like, yeah, but I'd rather make a little money doing it too.
Oh, so you didn't tell me that part about the
I didn't?
volunteer. No.
Well, she asked, and I was like, well, if I'm going to be there, I might as well make some money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
I don't know.
bro.
You're like out?
No, for $10 an hour, especially since you could. I mean, those are prime hours.
I know, right
for
during
gig.
lunch. It's 11 to 1 as I'm at the school.
No way.
Well,
You got to drop them like they're hot.
Well, here's the thing. It's not a regular shift. So if someone asks for a sub, I just don't say
Oh,
can do
true.
it.
Like you in this one, you don't have to quit. You
Like
just-
this whole week, I'm not doing anything.
you can like silent quit. Like just don't pick up any shifts.
Yeah. I'm not sure. It's fine. So stories of the week.
Wait. How in the world do we start stories of the week?
You got to put it in the notes. I am Ron Burgundy. If it doesn't say start the music, I will forget. I will absolutely forget. You're doing it this time. Where is it? Which one is it? Is it Feeding the Ducks?
Yeah. Wait, I'm typing in everything for you.
I feel like we need to change the music each time. You're not even on the beat. You are terrible. You can't even do the beat.
I can't. I don't know why. This was your thing.
All right, hold on. Let's try this one. And the music in here is so terrible. Let's see what we got. This is called Night Driving. This is terrible.
When life gets you down, listen to Stories of the Week.
See, that was great.
Let's see.
That's great. I like that one.
There we go.
Let's go.
I can't rap to it, so I'm just gonna speak over it.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
So
Feeding the ducks.
So Jason, what is one of your?
No, you go first. I feel like I did all the loose ends. They were all about me.
So this weekend we had the joy because the city of Holland picks up our leaves that we put out by the road.
Bougie.
We just pay for it in property taxes.
Yeah, it's like East Grand Rapids.
Partly because they don't want people burning it is really why they do it. So anyways, we did fall cleanup. We did it as a family. It actually wasn't that bad.
You don't even have any trees.
Neighbors do though.
Oh, and they all go in your backyard?
Well, especially in our backyard, there's a huge oak that's just towering above our yard. It drops all into ours.
You just mulch them.
Yeah,
That's better for the lawn.
yeah, but it wasn't that bad. And then they get taken care of. You know what? It actually, I think we spent like an hour and a half with that other
Wow.
garage cleanup, deck cleanup, all that. But we did as a family. It was actually fun. Cam helped out. He's that age where he can help out a lot now. And that was actually not that bad. So that was first story of the week. We did fall cleanup. We are ready because we are a week early from when they'll pick them up.
Nice. Good job.
Because if you miss it, too bad, too sad.
yeah,
So, I'm going to do my next one. I'm just going to be all Mike right now.
that's fine.
So I'm finding that parent-teacher conferences are more nerve-wracking as the parent than as a kid. Because you never know. Because when it was you, it was just like, whatever. Mom or dad may be happy. They may be sad. But as a parent, it's like, you're going to tell me either my kid is a good kid or he's really bad, and then therefore I'm a bad parent.
Well, first of all, they're not going to say really bad. In this PC culture, they'd get fired if they said that.
Nah, he goes to small Christian school. I feel like they would actually be pretty honest. They'd be like, your kid isn't living up to the standards we have. Is what I think they would actually say.
The moral standards?
The moral standards we have at the school, your kid is failing. I feel like that's what they would be like. But it went really well. Other than he's like his mom, he talks too much in class.
Yep. Avery gets that all the time.
And he speeds through his work, which he would get from me. He wants to get his work done. Like he actually tries to get his homework done all in school. Apparently he's rushing a little bit too much. But other than that, great kid. He's a leader, blah, 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 all those things. But yeah.
He's a leader?
He's a leader.
He's so quiet when he's around us.
Yeah, he's become more quiet around adults like last year.
Maybe he's just frightened of me a little bit.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you be? No, but
nice,
it's just more adults
real
in general.
Fucking nice.
He's kind of gotten shy around adults recently, which is probably like a teenage thing,
Yeah,
right?
100%.
Right, you're so self-conscious. But anyways, a leader. But anyways, it was the whole talking. She's like, yeah, I put him next to somebody who I didn't think he'd talk to, and he just will say anything that comes to his mind. And Natalie was like, yep, you can put him anywhere, and he will talk to them.
That boy.
I know.
So yeah, were your parent-teacher conferences in person?
Yes, they were in person, and the teachers don't have class on those 2 days.
Okay.
Do you remember back in the day? Maybe I'm remembering wrong. At least at my school, I think we only had half days, and then parent-teacher conferences were in the afternoon and then at night.
Yeah, right now they make them, at least my school, they make them work, and then they do it after school. They're working from like sun up to sundown.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Union's not helping them.
You know, I like the online ones.
See,
like through COVID, it was great because you get their 5 minutes and they're like, boom, you're done, you're done, you're done.
So are they going to do them that way for you guys now?
They split them again this year.
Okay.
You could go in or online. Megan wants to go in for Sully's because it's a little bit more lengthy.
Yep.
But Avery's is like boom, boom.
Do it online, get it over with. You guys can both sit down here, have a beer.
Yeah.
Have a drink, just chill out, feet up, scratching things.
Yeah, Megan scratches her crotch all the time. For me, I know you got one more, Mike.
I'm gonna save that to the end.
Yeah. For me, a couple of quick things. Working Comic-Con this weekend, so come on down and spend a gazillion dollars to even get into the building.
I didn't know it was this early in the year.
Yeah, it's always like the first full weekend of November, the second weekend.
Really?
Yeah. If you pre-buy the tickets, they're $27 for an adult.
Okay.
Like doesn't that, you weren't shocked by that price?
No.
That seems so expensive to me.
Well, I don't know what it fully is. I mean,
Well, I mean, it's huge, but I mean, $27 for one day. Although if you buy the 3-day, it's only $65.
oh,
So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
yeah.
So, anyways,
27 doesn't seem that out of range.
I don't know. Maybe I've not been to I think the Home and Garden show is like $10.
Yeah, but that's a home and garden show. Well, plus at Comic-Con though, you can spend a lot of money on
Oh, yeah.
all these people you're talking about.
Well, that and you can buy Funko Pops. I mean, people are selling Funko Pops. Like it's
yeah.
a huge thing. You know what I wish they had there? Tattoos. I would so get like a superhero tattoo, like
They
something
should.
small. Like I wouldn't trust somebody with like this big complicated thing.
But they should.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Like a little Batman signal. I'm like, I'll get a little spot tattoo.
Come on, Comic-Con Grand Rapids, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. I should get one of my artists to go in there. They could probably make a fortune.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm doing that this weekend. It decently pays. It's cash money. So,
and it also depends how many tips you get.
Well, it will not be this year because I'm getting new ink on Friday. So, okay. I have to be available by noon on Friday. I realized I booked my ink 6 months ago this Friday. Didn't know, forgot about Comic-Con. So I did have a artist I was going to take care of, but now I'm just going to be a floater because I can't get there till 3.
Oh.
And the artist I had, old guy.
Oh, you weren't that excited?
He wouldn't have tipped me nothing.
Because he's like, you're doing this, Sonny.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I'm looking forward to it. It's fun to see people and walk around. And Sully is actually coming this year with Megan because he's obsessed with the Ghostbusters. And there's an Ecto 1 that they have in Grand Rapids.
I don't even know what Ecto 1 is.
It's
something Ghostbusters.
Have you not seen Ghostbusters?
Only a little bit as an adult. I know, I was so sheltered.
It's a great movie. But it's the ambulance that they turn into their Ghostmobile, but they have one in Grand Rapids. So Sully's going to be there.
Oh, nice.
And I'll have a lot of free time to kind of walk around. So
you're like, hey, let me show you all the good spots.
Yeah. This weekend, Mike and I spent time with my kids. I took them bowling.
Ooh, look at you, Dad.
Spent $100 at bowling.
See,
not quite.
You're talking about $27 for Comic-Con.
No,
you spent $100.
$12 a person to bowl for 2 hours. So that's what, $36.
Yep.
And then I was like, I love Avery as she's getting older. I just give her my debit card. I'm like, go order some food. Like, I don't want to get up. And the 2 large fries and 3 drinks was $22. So I'm like, okay, but we had fun.
Nice.
Sully, sometimes we struggle with that with Sully with that kind of stuff because he beats himself up so bad when he's not good at stuff.
Yeah.
And he wasn't great. He did get 1 strike.
Ooh, nice.
So yeah, that was fun.
Look at you do dad
I
stuff.
know.
You're growing as a person.
I am. And then a couple more things real quick for me. Avery put this presentation together about getting Snapchat. Put this Google slide. I mean, it was like 12 slides. It wasn't like just 2 slides. So I was proud of her for doing that. I think we are going to allow her to get it. I had to download Snapchat and figure it out. So if you guys want to add me on Snapchat, just look my name up. I don't even know how to use the app, but
are you nervous about letting her use Snapchat? Are you excited? Are you apathetic towards it?
Yeah, I'm empathetic. I understand all the kids. That's how they talk. Now, the only caveat with that is like Bark that I use will not monitor Snapchat because they have not allowed Apple. It's Apple, blah, blah, blah. If you have Android, you can do everything. So I'm a little worried about that. But they do have a ton of different settings now than they did back when it first came out. Because like, you remember when it first came out, like people were sending nudies and it disappeared. Like it literally disappeared. So people would get like naked dick pics, and
there
still are, but it's a little bit different now. Like I can lock her account down. I can connect her to a family account, those kind of things. But she's only going to get 30 minutes a day.
Okay.
So it's same limits of like the other things. I think Megan was more on board than I was, but I came along for the ride. So I think that's what's going to happen.
That's the one app that having worked with high schoolers who are on it, It's a terrible app.
It is.
Everything about it is built for trouble.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't have, but that would make me so nervous, right? Because and it's not because Avery's a bad person, but
no,
there's bad people trying to do things on that stupid app.
Yeah, and so it's different now though, because like it can be a private account. She can only add and what am I gonna wait a year and then give it to her? It's like she hasn't violated my trust. I have her phone locked down tight. She doesn't give me any grief about it.
Yeah.
She's respectful.
She also did a slideshow.
She did a slideshow. Like yesterday, she asked for more TikTok time. I said, yeah, you can fold that laundry and put it all away and I'll give you more. Like,
yeah.
And she's like, okay. Like, so I think it's time. She knows what happens when shit gets screwed up.
It just stinks being a parent and have to make those stupid decisions of allowing kids on an app where there's stupid adults.
Yeah, we didn't even have to worry about it when we were kids.
Stupid Snapchat.
And then real quick, PT. Did we talk about I went to my first appointment?
I think you talked with Megan, but I listened to that one. So you went there, but it wasn't actual running anymore.
No. So fast forward, I got bumped to this one. This guy is awesome. His name's Terrence. He's on the board for the GR Marathon.
Ooh.
He's run it the whole 9 yards. This guy's like an avid runner. And he didn't even give me stretches. He's like, but he pressed on the
ooh, dude. Did it hurt?
Oh, dude.
How many curse words came out?
Not a lot.
Wow.
But it was like he got in there. He's like, one thing he said about the fat pad under there that gives it like the cushioning, like under your toe. He's like, if you're dehydrated, that thins out.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Do you need a water challenge again?
Oh, God, no.
Does Jason Gerald need to be part of a water contest so he can pay Mike?
Don't even start again.
Come on, let's do it.
We'll think about it. But anyways, he was great. I'm actually going again on Wednesday.
Okay.
He's got some ideas. He wants to talk about shoes. He wants to get me on a treadmill and get analysis on my running. Like,
a gait analysis. Look at you go.
We are balls deep in getting this thing fixed out. He's like, because I want to. He goes, this is what he said to me. He goes, because I want to fix this long term. I don't care about the short term stuff. We're gonna fix this long term.
Nice.
Because I was like, I want to run a marathon. He's like, we're gonna get this done.
Now, is he wanting you to not run while you do this? Or is he so this is good. He's all about keep running. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, he even said, bring in your disposable pads that you've been using.
Okay.
Like, I want to see him. He's like, I don't think that's going to be the right fit. I want to get you in something that you wear during the day, even like when you're working. And stuff like that.
Because it's not just running.
Yeah. What a good point he made. Yeah. He's like, why are you going to be on your feet all day and have issues and then go run?
Yeah.
I'm like, duh. I'm like,
well, because you're also talking about getting wider boots, right? For
100%. Red Wing has a new style out that has super wide toe box. And he goes, I like the Topos, but they don't have a ton of padding in them. And he was like leaning to the what?
Who else said that?
I knew that.
Who else said that? It got like I got lambasted with. It was the one with Megan. You got
ticked. Because there's another model that has more padding on it. He said in general they don't have enough. So of course he's talking about Hoka's, and
I said that.
I like Hoka's, but they don't have an
I said that.
They don't have a wide enough toe box. Topos is like so comfy.
Topos is extra wide, but I mean there are wides in Hoka. Jason Gerald.
Yeah, but I have to buy an extra wide, and then that's going to make my other part of my foot not fit right.
Jason freaking Gerald.
What? He threw the cup.
You got so mad at me on that telegram with Megan DeNaff because about which ones for extra cushioning. I was like, Hoka has the most. Like, that's just who they are. And you, oh man.
Yeah, I like my Topos. Like, I don't know if I'll give them up, but we'll see.
Oh man. Anyways, thank you to whoever your physical therapist is for being Team Mike.
I think
didn't even know.
Terrence Rubin?
Terrence Rubin, you are now my hero. You can be my hero, baby. Okay, so for me, the last one.
What do we got? 30 minutes? Okay, we're good.
Are we really only at 30 minutes?
No. We're probably at... So it says 47, but we were like 7 or 8 minutes on.
Yeah, so we're going to be probably spending the rest of the time of the show on this. Maybe. We'll see how long it goes. So... You have noticed that. So let's back up. So pre the half marathon, I took the week off and then I promptly got COVID. or sorry, post.
Okay.
Post.
Yeah.
They have marathon.
No running. Yep.
No running.
Got COVID. No running.
No running, rucking. And then this past week, I didn't do anything. And you were wondering why. You kept sending messages about it, like get going, which is fair. And I finally texted you. I'm like, dude, like that isn't working right now because I have been in a dark spot. But then Natalie also had said, hey, you should probably ruck because the endorphins, blah, blah, blah. I was like, you and Jason are saying the same thing. I should go rucking today. So I did. Felt a lot better. And so kind of came to like, hey, how come you're not sharing what's going on? And so here's what it is. And I'll tell you kind of why I had a hard time sharing it. So for listeners who don't know, I am in the process of planting a church, which is starting a church from scratch. There is a group that I am partnering with, working with, and they're doing that, but it's involving a lot of things that I don't know, like fundraising. I don't know how to fundraise.
Yeah.
Somebody's coaching me through that. I'm doing that. But this past week, there's been spiritual attacks. And this is where it got weird because I don't know how to talk about spiritual attacks with you other than at night, I will wake up and everything that I doubt about myself, I am going to attribute to Satan or a demon is telling me. He's like, you're going to fail in doing this church plant because of this, blah, 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 blah. Your family's going to suffer because you can't do this and you can't do this and you can't do this. And so like some of the nights, it'd be like 2 to 3 hours.
Oh my gosh.
2 to 3 hours. And I would go on my phone. I would go on anything just to try to like get my mind off of it. I would try to read and nothing's happening. And so I was just in a really dark space, especially last week because of that. Because I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Like, this is so over my head. It's so beyond what I even know. I mean, I don't know how to fundraise. I'm taking a class, working with somebody, but it's just not my normal cup of tea. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I didn't want to interrupt you, but why is it your job to do that? You're supposed to lead the church. Why are you supposed because your job is going to be a pastor?
Yeah, so in church planting, you get to do both in the beginning.
Yeah, but don't you have a church that's like sponsoring you?
Well, the group that I'm partnering with will match what I raise.
Yeah.
That is their way of supporting, and in theory, it actually works the best because it gives you fortitude to actually keep on. I mean,
of course,
starting anything, including church, is a lot of work because you're starting from ground zero. It's not like there's an established group that has been there, and so it's just one of those where it is something that I know I need to do and have been doing. But just again, every place where I feel like I lack is where, again, for me, I'm going to say it's Satan or a demon or whoever, evil forces, just all of these lies come out. And then again, it's just happened, man, a couple of those nights, it was crazy. I mean, 3 hours, and that's just intense.
So when you say like the attacks, you can't go to sleep and you're just thinking about it.
No, it's not just thinking about it. It's different. And I don't know how to explain it. This is where it feels weird. Especially where you are with your faith journey. It's not anything against you.
Don't be, you say what you got to say.
I don't want to weird me out. No, but that's why I'm saying it here. Like, again, to me, I've had those nights where you're just worried. Like, yeah, we all have those, but this is different. It is like at the core of who I am. It's not just like, oh, I'm worried because, am I going to raise enough money, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you're going to fail at this and your family's going to suffer and people, and all these things just happen, which then when you wake up in the morning, you start to think through it. You're like, maybe I'm doing something good if these attacks are coming. Yeah. Because why else would Satan waste time on attacking somebody if he didn't think it was be helpful?
I think for the non-church people, when you say attack, like, what does that mean? Like, is the devil speaking to you? And
well, there's not like an audible voice, but there's just,
you feel presence.
There's
I felt presence of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a different level than worry. Worry is one thing, and it's kind of like I know it's my own brain, but it's something different, something heavier, something. Yeah, a presence would be a word that would work.
But don't you feel like it might be amplified because it's in the middle of the night and you're not as clear-headed as you would be
for sure
at 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
I mean, if it was me attacking somebody, what would be the best time to tell them lies is when they're sleeping and
they don't know what's going on.
They don't know what's going on, and it's a time when it's dark. It's like, there's no light, there's no
hope. Dark is the worst. Like, we are so you walk out in that construction site with no power lights on there. You're like,
Nope.
100%. You're all of a sudden you're elevated. You're like afraid and
Yeah.
stuff. So
What if you were going through the woods in the dark, and then there was like a crack away from you?
I'm a wimp with that stuff. Hopefully, I don't have my pistol on me because I'll just be like, fight.
Shooting the dark.
Hear a crack, ka-chink. No,
And
I'm
it's some
responsible.
kid just walking.
So you've had those attacks, and so you know,
Say it.
no, I'm trying to think of the words. Like I said it to you privately. Like I struggle with not being in the loop because
Yeah.
I like to be helpful. But I know that's not always. I don't need to always be in the loop.
Yeah.
But if I don't know what's going on, like when I sent you that message, I was pissed.
I know you.
That was because you kept. The problem is you were putting me off with sarcasm every time, and I'm like, okay, I've hit my sarcasm wall. Like I need to know what the fuck's going on with you because like you're my motivator too. Like I'm running, I have no one to talk to about it.
Yeah.
I could know if something was up. I kind of backed off on a lot of.
Yeah.
Speaking of running, I just run and I don't say anything.
I saw some of your Strava stuff.
Well, yeah, you see it, but I mean, like normally we talk about it. All the time.
In fact, I didn't even check Strava until the end of the week. No, and I think like that is my. If I really get into the deep, I will try to figure it out all myself, and I know that's a flaw. Like Natalie and I, that is our thing. Like I will try to fix everything on my own instead of bringing it to her or bringing it to other people.
Yeah,
probably something to do with my childhood. Thanks, Mom and Dad. It's not all their fault. I know.
And I'm the asshole on the show.
I don't cuss as much as you. But anyways, no, I mean, again, right somewhere in my childhood, I learned, whether it was taught to me or I just picked it up, that you go inward to try to fix things.
Nah, man.
I know
there is some work to do inward, but then you'll be like, okay, guess what? I can't figure this out. I need help.
Yeah.
And it's hard. I get it.
Yeah.
But man, Natalie and I are really smart. I mean, mostly her.
Yeah, mostly her.
But I mean, like, I do have some good ideas, and sometimes it feels good just to say it out loud.
Yeah.
And like I could literally, you'd be like, I don't need your help. I just want to tell you this. Like, cool, go for it.
Yeah, and it did. Once I messaged you and was just like, this is what's going on, it does feel better.
Yeah.
And then I did rock and it felt better because the natural drugs God created our bodies to feel.
Yeah.
When we go and do stuff. And then you'll love this. So I get there and I have Izzy with me, our dog, and it starts to rain. And all I have is a t-shirt on and shorts. It was like 60 degrees, 64 degrees. I was like, I'll be fine. It was so cold.
Was it?
But I was like, you know what? I told myself, I am going to do 20 minutes because coming back from COVID, I'll do 20 minutes. I think I ended up doing 25. But I was like, you know what? Just suffer for 20 minutes. You're fine. Look, okay, I'm 5 minutes in. And then at 10 minutes, like the rain comes harder with the wind. I'm like, okay, I only have 10 minutes left. I can do anything for 10 minutes.
It's sideways raining.
It wasn't quite, but it was enough where I was like, okay, I can do anything for 10 minutes. I will not die from this. It may be uncomfortable, but I will not die from 10 more minutes of rain.
No.
And then it was 15, but still, it was one of those where I was like, are you kidding me? I just about went back home.
Now, when you finished, did you have that feeling of like, I did it, or it was okay?
No, it was more just the endorphins.
Yeah.
It felt good. I mean, that's a beautiful thing. And I think the rain actually helped, right? The rain wakens your body up.
You're feeling everything.
Yeah.
When you got stuff hitting your skin, your nerve endings and all that.
Well, and I think your body, I mean, I'm not a scientist, but I can check Google and Reddit.
I like how you add Reddit.
I know, because that's your thing.
It is.
I think when that happens, your body then is going to send out more chemicals to counteract the rain and the cold.
Yeah.
Because your body's like, we can do it.
So back up to church stuff. How can we help you? How can we support you?
No, I think
money.
Give money.
Natalie's asking for money. You haven't asked me yet. I'm waiting for it.
I think that's weird in a friendship.
Well, it's not weird. It's just like, I don't even know. Like, this is like I think your fault.
For sure.
That you don't tell me much. Like, I don't know anything going about the plant. I don't know. Like, you haven't like brought me into the fold. Like, I don't need to know, but like, it's tough to support you on that stuff because I don't know anything. I see a random video from you and I watch it and I'm like, oh, that's my buddy.
You should like them at least.
Yeah, I should. I'm terrible.
You
with
don't
that.
even like it because then Facebook gets it to more people.
Yes, you're
Come
right.
on.
I need.
That's
to be
how
better.
you can help me, by liking or sharing.
Okay.
Ooh, the same thing we tell the
Yeah, I
listeners.
know. I'm terrible. I should have done that. I'm embarrassed that I didn't do that. Like a crap. Maybe I don't want anyone else to see that I liked it. Maybe I don't want.
I know you're like, oh, this guy's talking about people being loved and seen and known.
But
I
yeah,
don't want that.
I don't know the story about this. Like, when are you launching? Where are you meeting? Are you meeting? Are you preaching? Are you getting a salary? I know money has stopped from the name we won't mention at the end of October. So like, that's got to be a stressor too. Like all of that stuff.
Yeah, there's stressors in that. We've been really smart with money, and we're not in like a desperate place yet.
No.
And yeah, but we're trying to build though for next year.
Right.
Like not like the beginning of next year, planting, all that stuff. Anyways, yeah, so I that's on me. Need to share more. I think what's been hard is because I know you're in a weird spot with Jesus stuff, and I don't want to push it because but for a while though, he who shall not be named and I pushed you a little bit about going back to church. We got pretty strong pushback. And so I think, again, this is on me internalizing that, going, well, like right now he's not in that spot where he wants to talk about it.
But that's the thing, you're assuming it makes an ass out of you and me.
I know.
Like if you said, hey, do you mind if I talk to you about that? I'll be like, yeah, dude. And I'm in a much better place. It's not, I did give you pushback, but I was still a little angry then.
Yeah.
I'm not so angry anymore. Like I'll love to have a discussion about that. And I want to support you because it doesn't matter if it's church. Well, there would be some weird stuff if you were a Trumper. I wouldn't support anything
I'm
about
a Trump
that.
Tomorrow. You know what I'm voting for? All Trump. Red wave.
I voted 2 weeks ago. I'm an absentee voter. So
I am going to invalidate all yours.
Are you?
Well, at least vote opposite.
No, at least one of them I know. It's a waste of time.
It is a waste of time for both.
But what was I saying? Oh, no, I one of my love languages is helping.
Yeah.
And that's a guy thing too. But it's hard for me when Megan says, I just want you to listen. I don't want you to help. And I have to bite my lip.
You know how many years in marriage that took to learn that for me?
Dude. So hard.
Okay.
Many years.
Okay. So way off track, but we're going off track because we're going to not go to the next thing. So there's this video of a husband and wife. And in this video, she has a nail right in her forehead.
Okay.
And she's like, oh, my head just hurts. Like there's just this pressure. And the husband's like, honey, you have a nail in your head. Can I take it out? Just this pressure. I can't do it. And she just gets mad. She's like, will you stop talking about the nail and just listen? And I was like, oh man, if that is not marriage,
100%,
husband and wife. So I get that. Like in this state, especially if I'm not sharing, you're like, what the hell's wrong with this guy?
And
won't talk to me.
Again, I want to reiterate, I want to be in on the dirt and the gossip and the tea and try to help you, but I also will respect if you say no. But if you lock me out and you're being weird,
yeah,
shit's gonna get weird. From me.
Jason's gonna yell.
No, I'm not gonna yell. I felt after you sent me that message, I'm like, son of a
no,
gun. I felt so bad.
No, I was just trying to let you know, like sometimes we'll yell at each other to get each other motivated. I was just like, right now is not the moment.
Well, that wasn't motivating. I was just literally pissed because it was always sarcasm about working out. I'm like, okay, I've hit my sarcasm wall. Like it's been fun. Thanks for the ride, but I'm ready to stab you in the throat. Tell me what's going on. And I didn't even know this shit was going on. Like, tell me about working out.
When are you going to work out again?
Well, I was worried you were going to quit. I'm like, no, he's done. You've gone so far. Like, I get it. There may come a time where you're like, I don't want to run anymore. And I'll respect that. But now is not the time.
No.
I can just see you struggling with COVID. Like, I'm worried, like, oh, this is going to set the snowball of him not working out because I'm out of breath or whatever. So.
But it is strange though, post-COVID, total side note of a side note. Coming back from COVID and working out, you're like, that just made me out of breath where that normally wouldn't.
Really?
Yeah. Just even some hills when I'd ruck, all of a sudden my heart rate would jump up into zone 3. And I'm like, what in the world? It never does. Like, I mean, especially rucking with 20 pounds. I mean, I wasn't going fast either. I was like, good job, COVID. Ruined my aerobic system.
It's not something to mess with.
No, even now, even though we are this many years in.
Yeah.
Well, I think for the third to last episode of season 3 of 2022, this is a pretty decent episode.
Yeah. Do you want to brainstorm what we're going to do for 200?
I mean,
On air, off air?
I think off air, but our fans, our biggest fans, apparently somebody wanted a 2-hour episode, which when we were leaving, Natalie was like, please don't plan a 2-hour episode.
No one will listen to that.
I mean, one will, maybe. But man, 2 hours. I mean,
I don't want to edit. You know what? If you make me do a 2-hour episode, it's just getting cut, print. Like it ain't nothing, no sound, no music. It's just there you go.
Like Mike is a mouth breather more than I realized.
Yeah, you're like, oh my God, Jason performs miracles normally. He just uploaded this shit.
Sounds terrible. But anyway, so we are going to be doing episode 200. We'll be recording that next week, and you'll listen next week because it's always just a week out. So, yeah. So if you have any suggestions of what you want to hear, it doesn't matter because they'll have already recorded. They listen. I'm dumb.
No, it's hard to think about that. You're fine.
Well, because it used to be we'd release on a Friday. At least we'd have a couple days. Now we don't. So, anyways, we are going to pull something together for episode 200. And then we just have one more left, which will maybe be with our wives if we actually schedule it with them.
Oh, we better get on.
I know.
Now.
Nail was like, "Hey, are you planning on us coming?"
Well, that's Thanksgiving week, right?
Yeah, but then so it's the 21st. Cam has the whole week off of school because his school.
The whole week.
So what happened is a couple of the rich families like to take week long trips.
Yeah,
and didn't want to pull their kids out, and I think they put a little pressure on the school for just having the whole week off. And
that is ridiculous.
Yeah, and when Cam was in childcare, that was weird because even the daycares that didn't have his age, because every other school was in session. So it was just odd and weird, but now he's old enough, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'll be sending out that telegram, because we're Trumpers, to our wives.
I had Telegram way before.
I know, but it's just a fun joke.
I love seeing all my conservative friends join it. Every like month or two, I was like, so-and-so join Telegram. I'm like, that makes sense.
Do you know who just joined it?
Who?
Joe Pellerito. He just messaged us on it. Maybe he's
I'm just messing.
Oh, he just sent a message though the other day.
Yeah, have you booked that episode?
No, this is not about that. This is about fraud.
Yeah, but now we gotta. It's gonna be January now because we already have the two.
He can join us on our 200.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So, anyways, we hope that you join us for that one as we've wrapped up this very smoothly. Jason, do you have any thoughts of this rabbit trail? Ending of this show.
No, I have zero thoughts.
So
get us out of here.
Everyone, will you please share the love, share this episode with your friends, your girlfriends, your boyfriends, your enemies, your mom or dad, or that crazy uncle who just needs some mental health help and can share in my being very open, or you can support us on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Threads Podcast. You get all sorts of fun things, including a bonus episode for the whole month of November. We have a bonus episode in there. You will learn things you never thought you would learn, unless you're on Reddit. And so will you join us in ridding the world of Facebook fake, Instagram ickies, and Twitter takes by keeping the faith, doing your work, and living life unfiltered.
Bye. You stumbled at the beginning.
Well, no, like this transition.
Yeah,